Hi, today we're going to learn a little bit about Google Calendar. To get started, we'll talk about the multiple ways to create an event. You can create an event by hitting the Create button, quick add an event by clicking the down arrow here. Single clicking on the calendar will also be a way to quick add, or double clicking you pulls up the detailed view. Another way to add an event is to click the down arrow on a particular calendar and you create an event on this calendar. This is useful if you have multiple calendars, so you can start out right away just putting it on the calendar of your choice. This down arrow also enables you to see multiple calendar settings, and one that we'll come back to is share this calendar. But for now we're going to go on with creating an event. You add the title to the event, the date, the time that the meeting will be, and you can repeat it if you'd like. Location is useful because it puts a GPS coordinate for your guests and it has a map for you as well. This tells you what calendar the event is going to be on, and you can add a description. I've enabled in my settings on my calendar a lab that allows me to add an attachment, which is really great if you have an agenda for the meeting or something that you want to share with the invite. Notifications is when you will be reminded about the event, and you can add multiple notifications if you'd like. The visibility of the calendar is set in your calendar defaults, but you can change it, make it available or busy or public or private at any time. To invite a guest to the event, you simply put their email address in and hit add, and an invitation will be sent to them through email, and if their settings allow, will be added to their calendar for a reply. This is what the email would look like when it's sent to your guest. And you notice here that I have the location and the map button that I could click, and the attachment for the invite as well. So the agenda would be right on the event invitation. Another thing I'd like to go over is Find a Time. It's a really useful tool that you can find a time that works with your guests. You can see their calendars and find a time that works for both. So I'll show you something that's important to consider when you're sharing your calendar. So we're back to the Share This Calendar tab. There's a setting that says share this calendar with everyone in the organization, and I'm allowing everybody in the Cranston Public Schools organization to see when I'm free or busy. They do not see event details like the others down here, but they can see when I'm available. So, in order to, when I'm in the event details screen, I click on the Find a Time tab, and I add the guests that I want to meet with. And I can see that there are blocks of times where we could possibly meet, and I would send the invite for a meeting at those particular times. It's a really useful tool, and certainly something to consider when you think about whether or not you want to share your busy or free time with the district. Another thing that's a useful tool in calendars is appointment slots. So when you're on the day or the week view, you can single click on the calendar and event pops up. But on the there's also a tab right next to it that says appointment slots, and this is the quick add version of the appointment slots. But if you wanted to go into more detail and this screen didn't offer everything that you wanted, you hit the edit details and the screen pops up and you pick the criteria that you want for your appointment slots. After you do that, an email would be, a website link would be generated, and you would have to copy paste this and email your guests. If you're collaborating these appointment slots with someone else, you would add them as a guest, and they would be on every appointment slot that you have. But if you want to just send the option to somebody to choose an appointment slot, you would send them this link. So you can do it either by copy pasting into an email, or you can make it look a little nicer with a hyperlink on the words, but either way works. Just send them the link. The person that you send the appointment slots to would receive an email looking similar to this when they clicked on the link. They would click the box that they want the time for, and then an email would be sent to you, and you could confirm that that's okay, that you want them to have that appointment slot. It's a nice way to set up times with people. So that's it. That's calendar in a nutshell. This is what a full calendar looks like. Always remember to use this handy little gear tool to explore the calendar and to be able to customize it to the way that you would like, and to explore the options that they have in labs and in customization. Thank you.